So today is gonna be a pretty cool day. But first, family's starving, they're deciding what to eat. I'm gonna go get something to eat. And then when I come back, I'll explain to you why today is going to be very special. Pretty psyched about what I just got. As you saw, we got Whataburger. And also I want to point out that in the vlog, I typically like to record on the weekend because that's when, you know, all the excitement happens. Because during the week it's, you know, work. Well, it's summer, so there's no school, but there's still work, right? So I want to point out that on the weekends, it's when we like to treat ourselves to food like this, because as the wife says, on the weekends the kitchen is closed. Not all the time, right? But you know, sometimes. So anyways, I'm psyched about the Whataburger because they released this hot honey crisp chicken sandwich, and I'm pretty psyched about trying it. I'm a big Whataburger guy, and the stuff that they release is just has been a hit lately. So I'm psyched about that. First impression of the hot honey, what was it called again?
Chicken sandwich.
Honey crisp. The hot honey crisp chicken sandwich. Me and the wife split it in half. And this is, did you already put the hot honey? So it already comes with the hot honey. And they gave me extra, so thanks to Whataburger for that. First impression, first bite. I think I was expecting just a little bit more from the, what's that sauce called again? The hot honey tastes good. It's like not spicy, but it's got a little heat to it, a little sweetness to it. The sauce on the bottom, which reminds me of the, what's it called? The pimento, whatever stuff that Chick-fil-A also has whenever they do that limited whatever sandwiches. This one also is limited. I mean, it's good. It's not like super crazy good, but I mean, it's interesting nonetheless to have that zingy, hot honey sauce with whatever this cheesy looking, pimento looking stuff also. Combination is actually pretty good. Amazing? No. Good? Yes. I'm gonna do maybe like a 3 out of 5 for this. Okay, so today is a special day because today we are going to the movies. So a big early thank you. Well, I say early because at this point in time it's early, we haven't gone yet. So a big early thank you to my friend Alex for purchasing tickets to the Scary Movie.
Shit.
So the Scary Movie franchises at the time back in like the 90s, I loved the first one. How many are there actually? So according to my Google search, there is 5, 6 including the one that came out this year. And like I said, when Scary Movie 1 came out, I loved it. It was fucking hilarious. I loved that they kind of just spoofed all of my favorite scary movies, all my favorite horror movies. And then 2 came out and I was like, okay, this is still funny. I can still appreciate this. But then 3 came out and it started just kind of getting very, I don't know, I forget the word, but it's when you repeat something, it's like repeating a joke over and over again. Or kind of like explaining a joke and it just starts getting old and just not funny. That's how I felt like when scary movies came out in the, I'm sorry, this was in the 2000s, not the 90s. That was my relationship with scary movies. After 2, I was kind of done with them. But now, fast forward to 2026, I even made like this little speech the last time I had people over here at our place. We are living in times where there's cancel culture, LGBTQ plus LMNOP, I don't know, and just filled with people who are just filled with so many feelings. When I heard that this movie was going to come out, I just knew that these generations nowadays, they're going to fucking explode in a good way and in a bad way. Because again, we're living in very sensitive times. And this movie, when it first came out in the 2000s, those were different times, you know what I mean? Like, people just joked about absolutely everything. We were able to make fun of each other, but still have fun and be friends. We knew how to laugh at ourselves without having to fucking go home and cry to our mommies. And I think this movie, in the good way, is going to sort of instill this back into, not so much us, but into these younger generations. They're gonna learn, or at least I hope they will, to laugh at themselves and just overall just accept things the way they are, and it's okay to, you know, make funny jokes about it. And I think that it's going to affect things in a bad way because, as I was saying, these kids nowadays, much more sensitive, filled and just moved by their emotions, that it's gonna create this ginormous splash into these cultures that I mentioned earlier. And people are gonna get very upset, some, not all, and they're gonna try to do what they tend to do when they dislike something. They're gonna try to remove it. And in that small speech I made the last time we had people over, I pretty much said, it is up to us, our generations, the ones that were around when the first scary movie came out back in the 2000s. We have this obligation to go and watch and support this movie. Because those groups of people that I mentioned, they're gonna try to do what they do because, you know, again, they don't like something. So, you know, we gotta get rid of it. We don't like it. It's offensive, blah, 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 this and that. So our generation needs to go watch this movie, support it, and just overall bring back that awesome enjoyment of just, like I said, just being able to just accept funny shit. We were the last generation that were able to take these kinds of punches. So we are the ones that need to go watch this movie, support it, share it, and just make things okay. And make these young generations realize that it's okay. It's okay to laugh at ourselves, at each other. In a world where people can't laugh and just, you know, every now and then make fun of each other in a friendly way, of course. You know, there's always chaos at the end of it. And it's up to us to tame that chaos. And like I said, make them realize it's just a fucking movie. But anyways, we're gonna get ready. We're gonna go run some stuff before we go to the movies. And I'm so psyched for this. Like maybe an hour later, getting dressed, and a few minutes of playtime with the baby, we're finally out. Wifey trying on clothes. I mentioned this in the vlog also before. I'm not crazy about shopping, but girls be girls, right? When you go shopping, when you get older, are you gonna like take long and try clothes and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah? Well, I'm not surprised.
You're taking so long.
What?
You're taking so long.
I know, right? But that's why I was asking if you're gonna be one of those girls that takes forever to shop. Are you? Yeah, it's just that. Gonna make a switch to the DJI Nano here. And there you go. I'll go ahead and leave a link down there for those of you who are wondering why I had to make that switch. For those of you who know, you're the real MVP. These little carts are the death of me and my wife's grocery shopping. We're literally just talking right now and saying we're probably gonna have to grocery shop just the two of us now, because handling these two with these little tiny carts is a bit hectic. It's not super bad, but it's very time consuming. Here is, oh, this will actually be the second food tasting in this vlog. You know that thing where we said we're gonna be trying different fruits? I think I mentioned that. In case I didn't, now you know. So we're trying, where's the pack? Cherry plums. I'm familiar with plums, just not cherry plums. It looks very nice. It looks like a tiny little miniature little apple, dude. Look at that. Cheers. That is delicious. I'm already a fan of plums and cherries. This is way better than that other fruit we had. What was it again? Or whatever that other one was. If anything, maybe I'll put it down there. The vlog where we tried that other ugly ass fruit. But this one, this is a solid like 9, maybe. This is delicious. It's refreshing. It actually, I think it'll taste even better if it's cold. So, cherry blossoms, good.
Plums.
Cherry plums. Cherry plums, good. Switching to the Nano once again because we're going to the movie. So let's do this. This fool's here, and we're gonna go drop off the girls and the baby boy, and then we're gonna go watch the movie. Well, scary movie. Hey, are you gonna behave? Yeah? Kissy. So we're here at the movie theaters, and dude, you will not fucking believe what they're doing. They're doing tattoos on the spot. Check this out. It's 40 bucks to get one, but if you're gonna watch a scary movie, which we are, it's only 20 bucks.
One hour later.
Shout out to the Jaeger person parked in front of us. At Buffalo Wilds, because they ordered wings at Alamo and they never got them, so the wife's still hungry. So that's what we're doing.
Tomorrow.
It's the next morning. I slept pretty damn late last night, which is why my ender that you're seeing here is happening the following day. First of all, Animal Draft House, shame on you for missing out on my wife's wings. I kind of get it. There's like this new QR menu system, but they're also simultaneously doing the old way with the writing down on the paper thing. So I can kind of understand that, but also not cool. As far as the scary movie goes, it is jam fucking packed with so many references. As far as the homages to the movies that they make fun of, there's a few, so I'll just go ahead and list them somewhere over here so you guys can see. If you've seen these movies, then you'll understand what's going on. Now also, you pretty much have to have seen some, you don't, not necessarily all, but some of the scary movies from back in the day. Because like I said, there's a lot of references to those movies. So if you've never seen any of the scary movies, may I suggest you watch a couple of them. You don't have to watch them all unless you want to. But it does help if you have seen some of the scary movies from back then. Now, I'm not one to spoil movies because I hate spoilers. But there is this one cameo in that movie that kind of sort of just like made it all for me. You have to go and watch it yourself to understand. Well, once you see it, you're gonna remember me. You're gonna remember me. Also, I was gonna get a tattoo, but by the time we got out, because my wife's breastfeeding situation and our kids and the time, I was unable to get it. Kind of another reason why I was, besides the fact that I slept super late, I was also a little bit bummed out about that. But no biggie now. There's always another time. But my overall rating for this scary movie, out of 1 through 10, I'm gonna say maybe like a 7.5. Solid 7, maybe an 8. But that's just my opinion, because like I mentioned in the vlog that back then when the first two came out, they were still funny to me, and then after that it just didn't get funny. But after Scary Movie taking years of break, it's kind of refreshing and kind of nice to see them come back, especially with the old cast members in there. And like I said, this couldn't have come out in such a perfect time. There's also the people who are probably going to get very, very offended by this movie. But this is why we should go and support this movie. We need some humor in this world. The raunchiest of all humors. Well, that about does that for this vlog, guys. Thank you all for watching. Go watch Scary Movie. Support this movie. It's probably going to need it. Probably not, but only time will tell. See you guys in the next vlog. Catch you later.